If you've been searching to find yourself, or to find answers, to find some kind of sense of peace or relaxation, perhaps you've tried various practices, therapies, methods, inquiry, healing, and perhaps a whole load of other things. And perhaps you've had some experiences of relaxation and peace. But what tends to happen is that thought comes in and calls these experiences something, makes these experiences mean something. This experience means I'm nearly there. Or this experience means I've got it. If I can only just hold on to this experience forever, that would be it. But inevitably what happens is that the experience changes to something else. And then thought comes back in saying, oh damn, I've lost it. How can I get it back? And this chasing experience goes on. Chasing the perfect experience. And we have so many ideas about what that perfect experience should look like or feel like. And this chasing experiences can go on for years. It can be incredibly exhausting. Because, as you may have noticed, experience does change. By its nature, it comes and then goes. There isn't a permanent experience. There's no such thing as a permanent state that you will one day arrive at, where everything will be perfect. And yet, thought, imagination, imagines, hopes, dreams of this permanent, beautiful state where there's absolute relief from all pain and suffering, or at least some kind of more ease or peace with it. Imagination imagines that one day I will be there, I will be better, I'll be a more improved person. And it goes on and on, trying to improve myself according to experience, judging my experience. So if my experience is a so-called good experience, then that means something about me. Judging myself by experience. If I have a bad experience, or an unpleasant or an uncomfortable, frightening, painful experience, confusing experience, or an experience that doesn't fit into my idea of how things should be, my spiritual ideas, then this means something about me again. Experience is always being referred back to this me. What does it mean to me or about me? What does this mean about my life, about my process, about where I'm at, about what other people think about me, whether I'm good enough, am I okay enough, do I fit in? And all of these thoughts are quite natural. Because we do struggle to kind of be okay in our lives, in our daily lives, to fit in, to survive. But what I'm pointing to here is that who you really are is not this me that thought judges experience by. In other words, there is no me. There is no one actually here that any of these experiences mean anything to or about. Who you really are is that is noticing or aware of it all happening. And that you are doesn't have a preference for one experience over another. Radically sees it all without preference, without opinion. Just sees it, feels it, experiences it. Without meaning, without reason, without preference. I'm describing the way it is, not the way it is for me personally, but the way it is. The way it is for you, right now, already. I'm not suggesting that you need to do something or you need to become something else other than you are, what you are already. I'm saying that who you are right now has no preference for one experience over another. And this is radical because if you identify with thought, then you may think that, I have a preference. I prefer peace and pleasure and harmony over pain and fear and discomfort. Of course. But that is what thought says. Thought says, I prefer, I want, I don't want, I don't like. Thought wants to hold on to some experiences and push away others. As if these experiences mean something to me. As if there is a me here. But I invite you to check this for yourself. To check whether there is this me. To explore, to investigate, to see for yourself that this me is simply a thought. It has no more substance than that. Simply a thought, appearing in who you really are, life itself, wholeness itself, freedom itself. Already free, already whole. Nothing needed, nothing lacking. No preference, no opinion. Nothing means anything. And then in that, thought appears with all its preferences and opinions. As if there's someone here that has those preferences and opinions. As if. That's the point. As if. Playing as if there is this me. Playing as if there are problems. As if there are dramas in my life. As if I am someone living a life. But when you stop for a moment and check, who is this me? What is this me? Where is this me? Where do I find it? How can I find this me? Where is it located? be interesting to see what you find, or in fact what you don't find. So I invite you to come up here and explore this and investigate this with me, to question. So that we are including thought in this, because it's thought that wants to know. It's thought that wants to understand. It's thought that wants to get something or somewhere. It's thought that wants to fix the problems. That's its nature. It's doing its job. But thought is appearing in you, just doing its job, trying to survive in this world as if you are someone living a life. It is a paradox that can't actually be understood. So it can be frustrating for thought. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. And yet somehow it can resonate beyond thought, beyond understanding. Somehow there's a knowing that this is who you are. That you are already free. You may not understand it. You may not feel like you have a certain kind of experience that thought expects you to have. But somehow it's known. So I invite you to come up and courageously explore what is real for you.